Hey folks, Ben the massage therapist here, and the question today is what are the best CEUs to take in 2020 or whenever? Well, here's a little spoiler for you. I'm not going to give you a list, but we are going to talk about a guide to help you decide what CEUs might be interesting to you. So let's get into it. So, first off, why am I sharing this information with you? Why do you want to listen to some dude talking about continuing education for massage on YouTube? Well, maybe you're just looking for inspiration, or maybe you're looking for guidance, or maybe you just like the way I look on camera. That's probably it. I'm guessing that. So let's talk about what kind of continuing education is going to be most beneficial. Number one, any continuing education is going to be beneficial. I am a big believer in investing in yourself and taking the time to improve your knowledge, improve your skills. That is the only way that you're going to better yourself in the massage therapy profession. So that's your number one tip, is take any kind of continuing education. So let's narrow it down a little bit. Where you're at in your career is going to help determine what types of continuing education are going to be best for you. And what I suggest is that early in your career, you explore. Now, some of you are already going to know what type of massage therapist you want to be. You are going to be a traveling reflexologist that works with people who have problems riding horses. That's pretty specific, and I'm telling you, the more specific you can get, the better it's going to be long term. But let's get back to where you're at in your career. If you're early in your career, find continuing education, take continuing education, see what you like, see what you don't like. I'm kind of one of those people that I tend to learn the hard way, and I take those continuing education classes and I decide, oh, that's not for me. Can't do that. It was a good learning experience, but that is not for me. Like taking a continuing education course in underwater upper trap work. I didn't really do that, but I'm saying explore and find out what things are of interest to you. Once you find that interest, go after it. Find the people that teach about that. Find the people that are into that type of modality that are in your area. Get massage from them. Pick their brains. Just follow down that path, because the more focused you can get in a certain discipline, the better you're going to be in the long run. Let me give you an example. So I decided to go to a 4-year university before I decided to become a massage therapist. And when you go to a college, they require prerequisites, right? You have to take care of your math, your sociology, psychology, all those prerequisites before you can continue on to focusing in on a certain major. And I took a lot of those prerequisites and found out, boy, I don't like any of that. And I had declared a major of business. I wanted to be a business major, right? And one of the requirements to being a business major was I had to take a class in speech. And this class changed the way I attended the rest of my years in college. This speech class was so fun for me that I decided no longer was I going to be a business major, but I wanted to change to a speech major. I changed over to a major in communication studies. So I learned theories of persuasions, ways to communicate in small groups. I learned a lot of stuff and it was great and I loved it. And who doesn't use the ability to speak to people on a daily basis? You need that when you're doing massage therapy. You need it in pretty much everything you do. So let's get back to where you are in your career will help determine what kind of continuing education classes you're going to take. Now, as you are gathering more experience in your career and you get later on in your career, maybe 6, 8, 10 years down the road in your career, that's where you find what you like and you really want to focus in on your thing. What is your thing? Now, I kind of describe my thing a little more general to people, and I call myself a deep tissue massage therapist. And then I'll get a little more specific, and I talk about I like to deal with people that have chronic pain, injuries, that kind of thing. Because most people, they come to seek a massage therapist not because of what you call yourself, but can you help them? I have a headache. Can you help me with my headache? I don't care what kind of how many letters after your name you have, but I have a headache. Can you help me? So I stick pretty general. I don't tell people I do neuromuscular work. I don't tell people I do myofascial work. I don't tell people I do this type of work or that type of work, because really I can educate them while they're on the table about the work that I'm doing. So I just tell people that I am a deep tissue massage therapist. I specialize in deep tissue massage therapy. And that's what I have been focusing in on. So that's pretty general. And some of the things that I go after are people who are into structural integration and Rolfing. Probably a lot of the educators that I seek out have been trained through Rolfing in some way, shape, or form. Ida Rolf herself, or they're a descendant of someone who has been with Ida Rolf. So you've got Tom Myers, Eric Dalton, Art Riggs. There's a big list. I don't really want to name drop here. So focus in on your thing. Sometimes it's called a niche, and I don't like that word. So I call it, what's your thing? Find your thing and do your thing and go after it. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't broaden your horizons and find some other continuing education courses that are outside of your thing. That helps broaden your knowledge. But for the most part, stick with your thing, do your thing, and people are going to come to you and see you because of the thing that you do. How's that for listing continuing education courses without listing continuing education courses? I hope maybe something that we talked about in here was helpful to you, maybe inspired you, or can help guide you into what kind of courses you're going to take in the future. So if you like looking at this face on video, maybe hit the subscribe button so you get, or the bell notification so you can be notified when I come up with a new video. That'd be cool, huh? So hey, thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.